Alright, Souls-like fans, we have a new game. In the scene, this is Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers. Well, let me get my screen and the goodness of my lights going. And I will be right with you. All right, let's get started. Welcome, Dried Moss here. We are launch day play, first time play for Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. I am a very not good Souls-like player. I do enjoy the games. I enjoy a game that is difficult and asks a lot of the player, but when a player completes the challenge, they are rewarded amply. So this game has been in my periphery. It is a beautiful looking game. I remember seeing trailers for this. It is now out on Game Pass on Xbox. And let's jump in and see, should we agree to this? Sure, why not? Let's get into new game. I mean, how hard could the game be? It's probably going to kick my butt, but let's see how it treats us. I thought, oh, a little bit of load time, but no. Or it is loading. Got a little weird character up there at the top right. I'm hearing some audio come through. Nice animations so far. Reminds me of the character Yomiya from Genshin Impact, at least the way she's exposed. I don't know if that's just a way to wear an outfit. Okay, already nice looking game, nice looking character. Let's see about walking animations. Movement looks okay. Let's go interact with this here. Okay, it has pickup animations. That's good. That's good. I really need to go out and finish all the From Software Souls-like starter, the game that started it all. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. First challenge. shadow of her former self. Here, take this sword. It's a beautiful sword. Directed by Jia Suyong. Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers. Make games, not war. Unless the game is about war. But again, as long as you can turn the game off and go about your normal life. Alright, so are we kind of an open world feel? Let's push some buttons. Okay, I just drank something I didn't have to. Okay, trigger button. Seems to be a kick. This is a slash. Nope, I just pushed another button that probably wasted something. That's a dodge. Holding the Y button. Alright, seems to be... Okay, so bumper buttons are the attack, which is, I'd say, probably a good choice. Especially for a console game. You don't want your attacks to be on a surface of the controller to where you have to move your fingers off analog sticks. So if you can get the fingers to remain on the analog sticks for mobility. But I also have a Xbox Elite controller, so all of my buttons are here. So my middle finger, ring finger are for those. And this is Series 1. I do have a Series 2 Elite controller, which I really haven't touched. Alright, so I'm getting Sekiro vibes, but in a Chinese setting, or theme, or background. Okay, just walking into that shattered it. It does not look like there's jumping. So we'll remove Sekiro's mobility out of it for now. Light attack, heavy attack, lock on. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm wasting here. There's a little bit of a blue there. Okay. Nice carving. Right into the rock face. Not seeing a sprint yet. Yeah, the walk into to break chests. Okay, we're not opening doors. Frame rate seems to buckle just a little bit. Let's go all the way around. Always explore. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if you could swipe at it and then the candle goes out? Nah, we don't want that much detail. Or do we? And plus the sword just sort of bumps through.
Ah, you're awake at last.
At last.
You know me. Why am I here?
I came upon you in a brooklet some days past. You lay passed out due to the feathering. I moved you to the cave to recuperate.
The feathering.
I see.
I think I was calling this game before Wu-Chang Fallen Destiny.
Fiend attacked Worship's
Fallen
Rise
Feather.
6 moons ago, spreading unthinkable horrors, after which many bore feathers on their bodies. A malady unlike any other, without hope of a cure. I found this silk manuscript on your person. Here, take it. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then. My Taoist name is Xuen Yang Se. I came here to help, to treat the feathering outbreak in Worship's Rise. Alas, I have made little progress. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then.
I wish she'd have lines for these. Just, what is this place? What are these feathers on my arm?
This is the reverent temple. Those afflicted have sought refuge here. This temple was used by Buddhists. It was after the abbot fled that I took on the role of guardian for the sanctuary. Thanks to the officials, we have barely managed to keep this place secure. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then.
Is it like the feather? So here it looks like there's no feathers and it's more just a burn on her left shoulder. But if you go this way, there is. I imagine that over the game might gradually get worse on her.
You are experiencing early signs of the feathering. The afflicted slowly lose their memories. If left unchecked and untreated, the disease will rob them of their humanity entirely. It begins in the limbs, sprouting feathers. Then comes the dislocation of the joints, leading finally to a monstrous transformation.
A monstrosity.
Most victims endure unbearable
Malformation.
agony. Judging by how you look, you should count yourself lucky. Your memory loss, while troubling, is a far gentler fate. You may not be able to recall, but the silk manuscript you were carrying mentions that you have a companion. From what I gathered when I rescued you, it seems you were separated during an attack. That Lu Hongliu is merciless. I dread the worst for your companion. Now that you have contracted this disease and
I wonder if it's gonna like spread.
Others may mistake you for a monster and strike you down on sight. For now, it is safer to remain in the temple and rest, at least with the soldiers present.
Alright. Question. Is there a photo mode? Because I like a game with some photo mode. Okay, so what does that look like? So it is like Souls. You can just go without any armor at all and try to make your way all the way to the end. The feathering is still there. Does she look at the camera? Do you look at the camera? For some reason it felt like she was looking at the camera. What is the etching on the sword? You know, they didn't really say what the etching on the sword meant. Okay, so equipment there. Nothing there. Okay. HP and stamina. You lose health when attacked and from some status effects. Dropping from a height may also reduce your health. Settings. Graphics settings. I'm seeing more and more consoles get graphics settings. Prioritize frame rate. Yep. Prioritize. Tutorials. Combo system. I am not seeing a photo mode, but one, two, three. Any clapping of the hands? That's more Japanese, the clap of the hands. Make sure we explore here. Oh, this guy's not doing too well. Should probably put him out of his misery.
Around here, are you? The name's Charlie.
Oh, he's got feathering all the way up to the head.
Don't dare look down on me just because I'm crippled. My brother and I were once the town's finest heroes. But now my brother's burdened with finding medicine to treat me. A pathetic fool. How humiliating. You're heading to town, aren't you? Could you do me a favor and deliver this to an oracle there? She's hard to miss. She's had this old bracelet for as long as I can remember. She's a bit different. You'll know her when you see her. I don't know if she's still in town, but please check for me. I'd go myself, but I can't. Not in this pathetic state. If you find her, don't tell her I'm stuck at the Reverend Temple. Tell her I've gone off to make a name for myself. Tell her I'll come back once I've made something of myself.
Awake. You seem to have recuperated well. The old Taoist mentioned your encounter with that demon, Lu Hongniu. I am glad to see you on your feet again. But your arm, the feathers are still there. The feathering's a nasty curse. Even the Taoist doesn't have a cure for it. With your skills, maybe you should check out the Shu Sanctum. There could be something there to hold back the feathering.
Hold back the feathering. Donation box. Not sure what that's for. Who's this gentleman?
Most people have to be carried out of the Reverend Temple. You, though, you get to walk out on your own. Xuan Yangzi may be harsh with his words, but he tends to my eyes every day. Some of the worship's rise folk came here fleeing, but they didn't stay long. They rushed back out, unaware of how dangerous the world truly is. I am Tao Qing,
Tao
just a
Qing.
humble merchant seeking refuge. I run a small trading business to make ends meet. Do you happen to have any rare goods for me to take a look at?
His face is all I got left.
Smooth to the touch, with a fragrance that's hard to come by. This is no ordinary treasure. Oh, but don't worry. I won't be tempted to take it for myself. This place is no paradise for a merchant. I'm thinking of heading to the Shu Sanctum. I hear the Ming troops are stationed there, and it's a safer bet than this old temple. I can trade with you, of course. It would be an honor. But for the real treasures, I'm afraid I'll need to ask for a little favor in return. Some thieves from Annalum stole my family's heirloom, an ancient landscape painting. Get it back for me, and I'll make it worth your while.
What is this Annalum
You can
place?
find Annalum by taking the side entrance from the stage at Worship's Rise, then crossing a long bridge. Once you've retrieved the painting, meet me at the Shu Sanctum. I'll have a reward waiting for you.
Alright, some of the things I'm looking at here off my periphery is this tapestry in the back. I like how it's got a gold inlay and the light is playing off of it. I'm also looking to see if there's any copying, like if this tapestry and this tapestry were copies of each other, it would feel like it wouldn't fit. So what I'm looking for is this elephant in the clouds. This one, maybe the lamp, and then another lamp here. Yeah, this. There might be some differences, but no. I feel like maybe this whole thing, this whole wall right here, this whole panel seems to be different. If we jump back over here, I'm looking for the elephant in the sky. Okay, there's some copying there. Elephant in the sky. Oh, there's one right here. So there is some repeat. It's not horrible. No words. Very well. Oh, there's interaction. Okay. Oh, I could get it stuck up on the table. See if I can get it stuck up on the table. Anyway. Alright, offer blood at a shrine to awaken its powers. Where'd that sound come from? Wow, how many times is she gonna have to cut her hand? What is that? Achievement. Well met. Offer blood at a shrine. This is cool. Entering the dream. Having activated a shrine, you can enter the dream from there. Entering the dream fully restores your health and advances the story. However, most enemies you defeated are also brought back to life. Entering the dream fully restores your health and advances the story. Okay. Impetus repository. Not sure about that. There you go. Assassin's Creed already does that better. Like, see, they're gonna let's say this game gets a lot of praise. All right, I've seen people complain about the way bamboo is cut in a game. It's the same thing as complaining about when a gun doesn't splash the gunfire doesn't splash in the water, right? Or maybe doesn't splash at all. So, let's say that this game is praised. They are going to compare, somebody out there is going to compare this game with Assassin's Creed. Or they won't do it because they want to make Assassin's Creed look bad, so they won't even talk about it. So, like here, like you can't cut into the bamboo. Does that make this a bad game? Please don't tell me there's going to be people out there like, oh my gosh, bamboo. Remember bamboo in game X? And they go to that game, it's like, look, you can cut down the bamboo in this game, but look, you can't do it in Wu Chang. Like, people will spend their time comparing games, like, and I think I've gotten better with not doing that. Like, the game is its own thing. That's like taking a book or a magazine, let's say a magazine off the store shelves, pick any magazine that comes out weekly, monthly, and then you take the book Moby Dick, and then you put the two next to each other and you try to compare them for content. Like, sure, they're both readable physical material. One is trying to do something else, but this isn't trying to be a bamboo cutting simulator. If it happens, cool, but if it doesn't, that's not what the game's trying to do. Like, Moby Dick is not trying to be the Inquirer. So because Moby Dick doesn't have gossip in it, and because the Inquirer doesn't have a good story about revenge, doesn't make one or the other bad. It's just different. So I try not to compare too much, unless if Moby Dick came out with a sequel, or the author wrote another story within the same framework of revenge or that kind of symbolism, then maybe I could compare. But I think that it'll be silly. Watch, it'll happen. There's going to be somebody that makes a comparison video about cutting down bamboo, and this is going to get included in it. They're going to use Assassin's Creed maybe, and then some other game like Ghost of Tsushima, or who knows.
Worship's rise. Many have fallen ill. First, feathers start growing on your arms. Then you lose your mind. Before long, you turn into a monster that craves human flesh. Lucky for me, Zhang Yanzi brought me to the Reverend Temple. His medicines kept me going, but who knows how long it'll last. Your symptoms are lighter than mine. Best stay here and recover. It's utter chaos out there, especially in Worship's Rise. I doubt there are many survivors left. Still waiting for the Taoists to check on me. Take care out there, young lady.
Okay. Observation. I don't know where there's a desire to make every piece of foliage or fabric flow with the wind. The wind is not all that strong here. And I've seen a lot of tents recently that I'm sure are made of a very thick material. This material is swaying as if it were silk. Like, it is, there's not much of a breeze coming through here, so it must be the gentlest of breezes is allowed to move that. But the look of the tent material is of a heavy cloth. I wouldn't say burlap, but it could also be silk so that it breathes but keeps bugs out. I don't know. It's like there's a feeling of requirement to make tents flutter in the winds, or what appears to be a lack of.
I saw the old Taoists carry you in.
But I guarantee you someone's going to go out there and take a game, I don't know, like Red Dead Redemption 2, and say, look at the tent movement of the fabric, or the fabric movement of this tent, and let's compare it to Wu Zhang's tent fabric movement. Alright. I know, it's just fun that there are people out there that love to bash a game because it doesn't do what another game does that isn't even made by the same team or within the same realm. I guess it's nice to, but you can't say, Like, you can't vote it and give one game a thumbs up or one game a thumbs down because it doesn't have what another game has. Unless it's like a sequel, I guess. But, and, you know, the ones that also compare graphics and say, this game was made 40 years ago, and look how great it is. Well, they had different focuses, I guess. Sometimes you got to make a game look really good if the story's lacking or if the combat's lacking, or you don't know what streaming technology is being used. Is the game fully open world? Are you able to see the entirety of the open world? They ignore certain factors that make one game look better than the other, and it could just be the direction of the team, or the tech at the time, or that maybe they swapped engines. Everybody's switching over to Unreal. But alright, I'm going to take a quick break here and go get some food, and then I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let me get my controller. It timed out. All right.
I saw the old towers carry you in the other day. Looks like you caught the plague too, huh? Growing on your arm now. Just like mine. He's got a heart of gold, that old Taoist. But who knows if he'll ever come up with a miracle cure for the feathering. I've been stuck here for ages, but no one's been healed yet. Heard the priests at the Shu Sanctum might have something. I'd risk my life heading there if the road was crawling with danger. If you're still kicking, you might want to head to the Sanctum. It could be your last hope.
Head to the Sanctum. Check my audio here real quick. Alright, audio should be good. Alright, I'm kind of an explorer. I like to look at the work that the team has put into all of the surroundings. So I'm gonna meander a bit through this game. And I hope that's okay. Beautiful already. Yeah, I kind of want to go and try out Wukong. Oh, dang. Nice escape. Hey, I just have to walk into things and they break. Except for those. So, if it breaks when I walk over it, maybe there's nothing inside. But if it doesn't break when I walk over it, like this right here, okay, maybe not. And it breaks just when I walk into it. Okay, now see how I'm trying to walk into this stuff? Gotta come in at the right speed, what? Okay, everything I said means nothing. Or everything I was thinking does not line up. And again, it's just my assumption.
Feeling lost, are we? We are both wanderers of fate. No need for formalities. Now, about the power in your left arm. If you master it, you'll be unstoppable. You might even rewrite destiny as we know it. Don't believe me, eh? How about I introduce you to someone worthy? Don't call me cruel. You know how it goes. No sweet dreams without crushing a few nightmares first.
Okay. Put me into a kind of a psychedelic dream state. Yeah, sorry, I was muted before. What I was saying is, yeah, I like how the characters that you interact with, the NPCs, kind of like wake up, and some of them do. I mean, the ones in the tents, I think, are the only ones that don't. All right, pressing dodge at the right moment to shimmer and avoid an enemy move grants 1 stack of Skyborn Might. Skyborn Might increases the potency of spells, discipline skills, and weapon skills. So B is the dodge button. Heavy attack.
Do you think our baby mother will look like us? I'm so excited to meet him.
Oh, I saw the pinwheel in the back, and I thought it was... okay, it is something. Never mind. Well, first I thought it was somebody cartwheeling towards me from a distance. Look at this thing. Doesn't look like I can dodge whenever I'm attacking. Is there parrying? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about parrying. It hasn't at least taught that yet. I don't think I can dodge through that particular attack that they're throwing at me, but we'll try it. Hopefully have some nice quick load times. And they're not. Even with consoles that have solid state drives. Alright. Dropping to 0 health results in your death. New concept. This makes you drop red mercury based on your current madness. After which you are revived at the shrine you last prayed to. Head back to the place you fell to reclaim all the red mercury that you lost. You know, I like these style of games, but they are so similar. Die, respawn, go back and pick up your stuff where you were at. It's just the same formula with a different skin. And, you know, different monsters, maybe they attack a little different, but the concepts are just the same. It feels the same. As soon as I know that I can resurrect and go back and pick up the souls that I picked up, I look forward to those Dark Souls, those Death Strandings. The Witchers. And I really love Cyberpunk 2077. But it's not like an innovation. This is not an innovation. the concepts are so overused. Not a bad thing at all. I'm not saying any of this is bad. It's just I really look forward to those games that are like, oh my gosh, this is a new concept. It's a very hard thing to do, though. No Man's Sky, fully generated universe. Like, wow. Kind of like me for Bethesda games is, you know, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, now Starfield. Those almost go anywhere, pick up anything, interact with anything, read books. It's just like so much openness. Standoff perspective. You can adjust the camera mode in lock-on settings from camera under settings. Choose between two modes. Standoff perspective, which offers a dynamic angle for a rich visual experience focused on the action. Or classic perspective, providing a stable view for precision and quick reactions. Feel free to switch between the two at any time, depending on the situation, to enhance your gaming experience. That's experience is also another like word that buzzes in my memory for when I used to watch some reviews of, mostly it's the, what is it, like the E3, the game trailers. Is like, we want to make sure that your experience is the best experience that you've ever experienced. And the word experience now just is kind of a meme. Oh, that guy's gone. Whoa, whoa, hello. Oh, are these enemies? I did not know these were enemies. Eyes wide open. I'm surprised there's not any dismemberment. Okay, so there's an eyes wide open thing going on here. Uncanny. Alright, so I died. No. I didn't die here. Aww. Come on. Give me the chance to like pull this thing back or interact with it and just go bong and it brings in something. A lot of sodium in that broth. Good morning, Muffin. How are you? Look at this guy. This guy's got burning crotch syndrome. I'm trying to heal him with fire. So I'm really hoping it's working. He seems to be okay. Hey, Chong. Are you good? Is this remedy working for you? And this guy, I'm using a new method called Dirt Face. I should help with his complexion. So just Wang, just stay there for at least another eternity or so. This is a hospital simulator game. What you got? What you got for me? You may have 2 weapons equipped at any one time within the weapon section of the menu. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. You may have 2 weapons. Weird. Can I pick up this weapon? So why is there a tutorial telling me that I'm allowed to have 2 weapons, and then there's a weapon in the ground which looks like an axe, which is a weapon, and then the axe breaks in half by me just rubbing up against it? Oh my gosh, I can't cut down trees. Oh my gosh, I can't cut down foliage. Oh my gosh, I can't cut down bamboo. Immersion broken.
Chang, over here. Your arm.
Your arm?
What's happened to it?
Oh my gosh. What has happened to it? It's going. Just got coffee after a good 9 hours of sleep. Wow. That sounds glorious.
Your arm.
Your arm?
What's happened?
What happened to it? You know my name, I don't know yours?
Me, How Yuzai.
Oh,
You
Yuzai?
lied to me about searching Worship's Rise for clues about Bar Yu.
I did?
Have you forgotten?
Why do you sound British? But we're in China. That's very bizarre, isn't it? Bizarre indeed.
Bar Yu, your sister. We came here to find clues.
Maybe he's a traveler. Maybe he's been abroad,
Oh, bonus,
lived a
not
couple
true.
years in Britain,
He warned of feathers growing
just
on the
picked
arm.
up the accent.
A mark of feathering. They say it leads to memory loss. And worse,
I'm having a
it
great time
ultimately
today.
turns
Played
one
some
into a
Cyberpunk earlier
man-eating
this morning.
monster.
Pushed through some more Hoyoverse.
Fortunately, you can still speak for now. Take
Just
this.
gaming. Went for a
I'll
rock
cancel my friend,
around
the
our
old boatman.
HOA loop.
He made no cure. I scouted the shoe sanctum a few days past. Aside from a deranged towers to the entrance, it seemed safe.
Just another
Rest there
day.
and search for clues.
The Shoe Sanctum.
See the Light's End Temple? The way to the shoe sanctum lies beside it. But the bridge has collapsed. You will need to find a way around. But be careful. If anyone sees those feathers, they'll definitely strike first and ask questions later. If you encounter danger, don't fight. I'll follow your trail and find you. Oh, and take this. This bamboo lantern. I found it nearby. Hard to believe such craftsmanship still lingers here. It's a reminder of how vibrant this town was. The fireflies inside. They seem to glow endlessly. A useful light for your path. I've tested it personally. With this, you'll have both hands free for weapons. Far more practical than a torch. Since we got separated, many of the Imperial Guards have been sneaking around the Tang Emperor's palace. But the refugees say the place has already been
I have
ransacked
no
by
idea what
rebels.
this Q&A thing is. It's actually
Something's
very
not right.
poor.
I will track down the boatman, and we'll meet at the palace. I'll leave marks, pinwheels along the path. Follow them, and you'll find me.
Don't know how that works. Do you think He Huzhao will be a romantic partner to Wu Chang? Do you? What is your answer? How does that even work? Is there a yes/no? I don't know. Was I able to make it a yes/no? Who knows? I'm just interacting with the community. Do you feel interacted with? Start a poll. Answer the viewer questions live. Oh, I don't even know what that means. Okay, so maybe it was a poll I should have done. Do you think Hey You Zai will become a romantic partner to Wu Chang? Maybe this will be a proper poll. Oh, look at that! It's a proper poll. I'm gonna end the previous Q&A because it was stupid. All right. I bet you know. I bet you know what the Eidgaf means. Eidgaf. Eidgaf. Monster. Woo. Yes, I'm very fast. Moss, can you have emotes on YouTube? Yeah, yeah. I think in your right of the chat, there should be a little happy face thing there. Like, I can add them. Can you not add them? You want a Tory gate? You want a Tory gate? You want a house? You want a bunch of pretty houses? How about the little city? Here, the city. Yay! Also, do you see my Pepe emote with BTTV? Pepe? I don't see a Pepe emote. I'm sorry. I meant personal channel ones you upload. Oh, well, no, I'm, again, not connected to... Wait, do you have a YouTube channel or something? That I don't think I'm bringing in, like, Twitch TV or anything. No. I keep forgetting what BTTV means. I will be amazed. Install BTTV, Moss. You will be amazed. It's an extension for YouTube. What is BTTV? Also works for YouTube. That'd be interesting on how to do that. Community moderation, participation, reactions, send feedback, timestamps. No, I don't think we need timestamps, do we? Yeah, why not? Let's put in timestamps so I know how long ago people made comments. Because sometimes... Well, congratulations. The winner is... You Don't Give a Fuck. Let's see here. How do we install BTTV on the YouTube? Alright, BTTV. Let's Research. Let's discover something. Alright, Vivaldi, you're up. Tell me something. Tell me something good. It's so good. It's so delicious. Alright, an extension. YouTube extension BBTV or BTTV. I will send you a screenshot of what I sent. Aspect ratio, easy setup and instant stream, multiple accounts, TubeBuddy browser extension, better TTV Chrome web store, how to set up BTTV for Twitch streamers and viewers. Okay, I'm not a Twitch streamer. How to use better TTV emotes on YouTube. Super quick. Okay, how about it? Show me how to install it first. Boo. Hurry up, get to the point. Alright, how do we set this up? Watching a video. Better TTV Chrome extension. Okay. Okay, so am I gonna have to use a different browser? I'll figure that out. I will figure it out, maybe. I don't know, I've never been much of an emoter. But if it's what the viewers want, I will give them what they want. Yeah, resolution, poor. Look at that resolution. It's worst. Resolution, non-loading. Got another one over here. Poor resolution right there. Bunch of poor resolution inside there. You know, I'm sure that like bunch of poor resolution patches there. Dodging and swift strikes. Trigger shimmer to avoid an enemy. Triggering shimmer to avoid an enemy move grants 1 stack of Skyborn Might. You can learn unique weapon mechanics in the Impetus repository to gain even more Skyborn Might. Skyborn Might increases the potency. Okay, I already know all that. Deflecting and blocking. Deflecting and blocking. Gonna teach me how. However, this has no effect against martial strikes, such as punches and kicks, nor against spells. Okay, so what is my deflecting and blocking button? Okay. Okay, hi, I'm just trying to learn deflecting and blocking. Do you know how to do that? Okay, that's not it. That's not it. And he killed me. Alright, so deflecting and blocking I'm going to have to just figure that out because the tutorial pretty much gave me the middle finger. So if you want to learn how to play Fallen Feathers, then you're just going to have to figure it out yourself. Alright, what is blocking? How do I block? 3 missed shots. Okay. With such a long sword, she doesn't have much reach. Okay, dead. Wow, okay. So I'm not sure what the dodge is. Well, I know what the dodge is. I'm not sure what the parry or block is. So I'm mashing buttons to try to see what I have to do to make that work. Because the tutorial did not show me. Let's see if we can go back into the tutorial. Okay, camera. Okay, so very weird. Okay, so go in here. Okay, so interesting thing. This particular menu uses the analog stick to move about the selections. Then I go left button. See, up, down, left, right. Alright, everything's moving by the analog stick. Okay, let's go to inventory, same thing. Let's go up to character, maybe nothing there, that's fine. Settings. Okay, once we get into settings menu, now we switch to the D-pad. Pick one and stick with it. Or make it available no matter what I push. So like this particular menu, I'm pushing both the D-pad and the analog. But once I go to settings, the ability of the analog buttons to do anything, or the analog controls, have been removed. Alright, tutorial, camera, standoff, equipment, shimmer, dodging, swift, deflecting, and blocking. Alright, so see how here shimmer or dodge, it shows me what the dodge button is. Deflecting and blocking allow you to counter weapon attacks. However, this has no effect against. So it doesn't even tell me how to deflect or block. Alright, so install BTTV Moss. You will be amazed. It's an extension. Also works for YouTube. Yes. Oh wait, okay, I've already seen all that. Some old stuff. Activate shrines, entering the dream. Okay, let's go to controls. Maybe, see, controller settings. Switch, cast, dodge, sprint, access the menu, light attack, heavy attack, dodge, use item, weapon skill, discipline, access the pose interface. Okay, so even in the control menu, there is no parry, dodge. This is weird. It says that deflecting and blocking. So see how she's holding block? I know she's using an axe, but every weapon should be deflect and blockable? Dodging and swift attacks. Controller settings. It shows the dodge button, dodge and sprint. Cast a spell, action, use item, camera, lock on, reset, switch weapons, switch spells, switch previous item, switch next item, character movement, swift draw. What is swift draw? Discipline, weapon skill. Okay, there's 2 words, so that's discipline. There's holding the B button, holding the A button, holding the X button, holding the Y button. Dash strike, blink, kick. Okay, holding the attack button, holding the attack button. Yeah, there's no deflect. I don't know what these guys are talking about. It's a little discouraging because parrying and blocking is, I would say, a crucial piece of combat. Okay, so looking over there on the left says switch spells, cast spell, use item, swift draw, switch weapons, light attack, heavy attack. Maybe, I guess maybe there's only certain weapons that can block and deflect, but that doesn't make any sense. No idea what that was. Guess that might be the stuff I dropped and then go back and pick up. Okay, now see this weapon right here? It gave me a tutorial about the blocking and two weapons, and I thought, okay, cool, a weapon. And then I walked over here to try to pick this up. As soon as I touched it, it completely crumbles. Yeah, visuals are nice. Nothing spectacular yet. Water flow looks cool. What I need is Eldon to come in here and tell me, hey, how do I block in this game? Oh, so you're telling me that the character died from... Whoo! Already a couple of inconveniences. I do like how the characters kind of respond to you a little bit more than just... I wish there was some dismemberment, beheadings, lopping off limbs. Alright, let's go. I think we've already gone that way. Okay, so... I guess essentially I was up here. I seem to be okay falling that distance. I swear, if there's any instance to where I'm up on a high ledge and I leap down because it's a sort of a scripted prompt. See, all this stuff out here, you're never going to go there. You're not going to interact with any of that. It's all just dressing. Your play space is over here. Yeah, I need to learn how to parry. I enjoy parrying, and especially when they said deflect and block is a thing. Maybe they're not giving it to me right now because I haven't reached that part of the tutorial, but they kind of gave me a tutorial. Okay, we're not going that way. Not even gonna let you get up. Okay, jade pendants. You can equip 3 pendants. Choosing the pendant that best fits your weapon and style will give you an advantage in combat. Navigate to the equipment tab under the system menu and you can equip jade pendants into your available jade pendant slots. Okay. Alright, so access this. Then go to the jade pendant slot. Equip the jade pendant. This jade pendant is a gourd-shaped jade pendant, symbolizing wealth and good health. This type of pendant is common in ordinary households. Before the rebels invaded Shu, joining the militia was seen as a respectable choice, and even now, despite the land's descent into despair, that perception remains. Okay, so its effects are reduces damage taken while below a certain HP threshold. Spells, I have none. Items, there's quite a few things here. Returns you to the location, fully restores HP and alleviates all negative status effects. I guess we'll put that in there. I don't know how to access any of it. Increases madness when used and also prevents the loss of madness for a time. Okay, so these red dot things there, I guess, are what I currently have equipped. Use to awaken the fireflies inside and light the lantern, and use again to extinguish it. What? Contains 100 red mercury. Deals stab damage when thrown at an enemy. I guess, yeah, well, let's try some of this stuff, I guess. Continues to restore health over time for a certain duration and causes corruption buildup. Boosts all status effect resistances for a certain duration. I guess, yeah. Let's put something in there. No new particular items. Inner Demon, 60 out of 100. What is the Inner Demon? I'm sure that's something that they'll give me some information on later. Alright, so standing in the fire does actually hurt. Okay, that's good. I see what appears to be a rage meter. That might be the madness. It's like waving at me. It's like, hello, come and pick me up. Flying dagger. Alright, so in order to... So I push up, down, left, right. How do I throw the weapon? Because I did equip it, right? Status, agility, magic. Yeah, I'm not sure. Massive chest over there. It's a nice tease. Any adventurer, you know, worth their weight in hair would easily be able to just hop down there and navigate on over. But not this character. No, no. Water. Deadly. Deadly water. Something I can do with that bird? Again, beautiful world. It's just the illusion of its existence. It's like you're seeing a mirage, but... Pick that up. See, picking up weapons doesn't make sense to me either. Let me go here. Ah. Okay. Now, how do I swap weapons? How do I weapon swap? I see you saying hello, Moss, on my app on the phone, but I don't see it popping up here. Oh, that's interesting. It's not showing chat. Top chat versus live chat. What's the difference there? So I've had it selected to live chat. And I thought, why does it need to be refreshed? Wow, I've missed a lot. Okay. Why would it have frozen? It's never frozen before with live chat. Alright, well let me catch up with chat here. Thanks. I will send you a screenshot of what I sent with a link. Yes, do it later and maybe I can explain it when it works on voice. Okay, so fishing. Hi Bear, sorry I missed you Bear, dropping in. My chat was not refreshing, which it should do if I have it selected to live chat. I just got my breakfast. Is there no sprint to dodge? Well, there is a dodge. If I hold the B button, there's a sprint. So able to dodge, no problem. The issue I'm having is no ability to block, but might be part of the rest of chat here. Are you seeing our chat? No, I was not. Moss, we cannot escape. We cannot come out. Mama Moss. Muffin has... No, I wasn't ignoring you. I just didn't see any chat. He's killed a man. Hello, Moss. Refresh your chat, god damn it. Yeah, so I have it set to live chat. I had to go back to top chat and then back to live chat, which to me doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So here I am, being a noob in video games and in streaming. Yeah, I'll look at the better TTV stuff if it's something you all want. Up I go, up I go. Yeah, parry. I need to figure out parry. That's one thing I wish there was in Genshin Impact, was some parrying for those characters that use blades or some type of close quarters combat. When equipped with 2 weapons, you can consume Skyborn Might to unleash a powerful, swift draw. Okay. I have 2 weapons assigned. Let's go to controller. I've got to switch to D-pad. Okay, weapons skill. Is there a swap weapons? Character movement, swift draw. Okay, maybe it's... I press this button? Nope. Dash strike, blink kick. Nope. Weapon skill, heavy attack. Welcome back to chat. Thank you. Mama, I've killed a man. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh yeah. Knock those noodles out. And now I have a spice sitting on the back of my throat. Bubbly. Help attack whatever spice just decided to flutter back there and say, "Fuck you, Moss." Alright. I guess they got a prisoner there. Alright, I want to know my parry. I want my parry. Eldon, where are you? I need parry. Experience, knowledge, awareness. See, why does he get a block? I'm sad. I am sad. Look at this. Look at how weak these weapons are. I just rushed up against a hardened weapon, probably forged in the fires of hell, cooled in the heart of an ice queen, and then thrown back in the forges of fire and death and blood and hate to make it a solid weapon for combat. And I just brush up against it, shatters. I have never seen a game ever do that. Look at it, just walk in. Now, if there was stuff in it, I'd be okay, cool. I can just walk into stuff and smashes, but then I get stuff out of it. Okay, game developers. I'm gonna give you a little piece of wisdom here from a gamer that's played a lot of games. Never, ever, ever have a dainty character. She's dainty. She's light as a feather, if you will. Don't ever have the character explode anything or break anything just by brushing up against it. Save that for swiping your weapon at it, or maybe, at a minimum, having the character roll into it. And here's a super duper pro tip. Never ever make a forged weapon unless it is thematically deteriorated from millions of years. Any weapon that's forged for combat shouldn't crumble with a lady as herself just rubbing up against it. Pro tips for developers out there. It makes no sense why this stuff is falling apart. That should be how things fall apart. Not what I'm about to do. I'm just going to walk. I just walked into these crates, shattered, brittle as an eggshell. It makes no sense. Now I would imagine that maybe she's just a walking stone object. Like an immovable mass. See, this is a cool scene, but you will never ever be able to explore any of that. That makes me sad. I know, I'm bitching and complaining, I'm whining, I'm nitpicking. Just observations. I'm sure I'll find the fun in the game. I haven't quite found it yet. I can see the hearts. I guess you all are mashing on that. Like, I guess I can throw some in there too. Which I think is a really, like, whatever thing that YouTube does. And often that covers up chat on mobile, which is really bad. It doesn't cover up anything here because it's all the way over to the right, but her sheer aura is breaking everything. Spam the 100 emotes so that the game devs see that moment. Well, you know, it's just... Maybe there's a reason behind it, you know, when they're all sitting around. It's like, okay, let's talk about world and object interaction with the character. Alright, how would we like to have the character destroy things? Maybe 5 people in the room. Let's have her roll into it. The lead designer. Nah, any other ideas? Let's have her swipe her weapons at it. No, any other ideas? Let's have her throw magic fireballs at it to break apart. Lead designer. You know, I'm just not feeling it. Ooh, how about the 4th person? How about let's have her send a tornado of wind at it and it'll break apart. Lead designer. Just not feeling it. 5th guy who's just woke up from a coma and has never played a video game in himself. What about just like walking into it? Lead designer. Oh my god! That is the most amazing thing that I think we can put into the game. Let's do that. Roll with it. Thanks for the meeting. Everybody get back to work. That's how the meeting went. I'm pretty sure. If I was a lead game designer, I think I'd do poorly as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not developing games here, and I'm not a game lead in any capacity. But I would love to be a game tester and to go up against that and say, all right, listen guys, whoa, 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 stop. Let's not do that. Let's fix this now before we ship it. Again, this game is not a box breaking simulator, so I need to just look at it with a grain of salt. Like, the character is gorgeous. The visuals are gorgeous. The combat feels good, except for the fact that I can't parry. I don't know why, and it doesn't teach me how. It's not as open world as I was hoping. But, I mean, not every game has to be. Just look at it. That's a gorgeous view. And I've seen some really amazing looking enemies. Gamer's preference, I know. Oh, and like this, look how poor these textures are. The textures are not even loading in. I've seen this in a lot of places. Like, I'm glad that this is on Game Pass, so I'm not necessarily paying for this. I'm allowed to experience it through my membership. See, that's the only way things should break, is when swiping at it. Even then, it probably wouldn't break. Man, I'm just bitching. Where did all this come from? Why am I attacking the game? I only just got started. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and decapitate you to put you out of your misery. There you are. See, look at this. This stone is stronger than forged steel, or... I like how her eyes are turning red. Does that mean she's gonna become like a demonic... Look at this. Look at this table. This table is crafted with, like, I can't break it. I can't walk into it. It is the world's strongest. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. So if I'm able to walk into a box that is constructed to hold things, shouldn't this entire floor and scaffolding shanty throw together just be falling and crumbling at my feet? I really think it should be. I really think it should be. Alright, we're manifesting. Rolling on the floor laughing, 100. Unfortunately, the stream is only coming in at 720p. Not sure if that's on purpose or what. Usually you're at 1080p. 720p. Well... I don't have an immediate answer for that. But let me see what I can do for settings. Is there an OBS setting for stream quality? Let's click on settings. Let's go stream. Let's go output. Bitrate is 6,000 kilobytes per second. Tuning high quality, pass, multipass mode, 2 passes, quarter resolution. Should it be a single pass or 2 pass? 2 pass full resolution, 2 pass quarter resolution. No, I mean, the only thing I messed around with was my bit rate. Rate control is constant bit rate. Bit rate 6,000 kilobytes per second. I could probably go up to 10,000. Keyframe interval seconds is 2 seconds. I guess maybe the tuning quality is high quality. I guess I could go low latency or ultra low latency. Multipass mode, 2 passes, quarter resolution. What is that? Multipass mode. I guess it could be that. 6K is really good. You could leave it there. Yeah, I thought that was my resolution. It might be the multi-pass mode. Let's go video. Aspect ratio is 16 by 9 at 1920 by 1080. Output, there it is. Yeah, my output is 1280 by 720. Scaled resolution, downscaled filter. It's not, well, it says output. The base canvas resolution is 1080. The output scaled resolution, I cannot change it. It's probably just based on where I'm streaming. Yeah, I can't adjust it live, I guess, which I don't know why. Output, replay buffer, output mode advanced. Yeah, I can't change any of the output modes. Those are all grayed out. That might be something I have to change to. Yeah, I know you're telling me to put it back, or you would have to adjust it while not live. Yeah, I'll have to do it there. Okay. Like a 720p, like bad? Is it bad visual? It can't be too bad. I'll fix it for next time. But thank you for saying that. It's only going to help me understand some of the cadences that I need to get into when I'm streaming. It's like, all right, let me check. That's probably something I won't have to put into my cadence, but it's definitely something that I appreciate you letting me know. Because I want the games to look as beautiful as possible. And if they're not as beautiful as possible, then I can't be as beautiful as possible. Because if my bitrate isn't what it needs to be, then, I mean, how else are you going to see this mustache in high resolution? Alright. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will fix it in the future. Was surprised because this game looks amazing, usually. Usually. Alright, well, how many hours am I at? Am I at 2 hours? I'm almost at 2 hours. I was going to do 2 hours. I think I'm going to come back and play this game. I like the character. I like the combat. I like the visuals. It's just got a couple things that just... It's like... I don't know, if you've ever shaved your legs or shaved your arms or shaved... and you got that one hair that's just sticks out somewhere, and you're just like, I shaved under my arms, I shaved my head, I shaved my beard, I shaved my arms, my legs, whoever and wherever you shave, you got that one hair, you're just like, ew, ew. You're like, ew, and you're like picking at it and it won't pluck out. You're just like, crap, you're trying to find tweezers, but you can't get it out with your fingernails, but it's always there, and just every time you like, you know, I don't know, you see it in your eye, somebody sees it, but they don't say anything. This thing has a lot of loose hairs. It had a nice haircut. Has a nice haircut, but the barber missed some hairs, and they're just like really sticking out there. Or it's like nose hairs that are just, you know, the person might need the nose hairs, but they're just kind of sticking out, and when he talks, they're just like, hey, everybody, it's good to see you again. And then you're just like, just reaching for it, and just like, ding. Anyway. Yeah, like that's the bamboo trees, like those look really good. If that's not coming in high resolution, it looks good on my ends. I'm seeing some really cool stuff. I'm sorry that you all aren't. Oh, I'll fix that for next time. And also, while I'm walking here, this massive blade she's carrying by, I think, again, if they would have thought about it, as she walks forward, her blade would push up against any object. Like the resolution on these ropes is really bad. It's horrible. It's not good at all. Or I guess the texture. I should say the texture. Resolution, I guess, is okay, but the texture on that just looks like it hasn't loaded in. Maybe they tried to pump the game out and they're gonna probably update it with some kind of patch. It's like, yeah, just send it out, push it. It's free on Game Pass anyway, so it's not like we're gonna see immediate money. Actually, I don't know how developers and publishers get money off of games on Game Pass. I guess there's a fraction depending on the number of people that download and play the game. maybe they give a portion of the money. Like, look at this. This resolution is not good. I'm seeing it a lot. Yeah, but if I brush my sword up against this rock, it shouldn't go into this rock. It should just kind of push back, and she changes the way that she's holding the sword. Or she shifts the sword to the other side. I have not been able to progress forward. I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing up here? Oh, that was it? I was just supposed to interact with it? Gosh, doing it. Gosh, doing it. Alright. Refine red mercury. You can refine red mercury at the Impetus repository to raise your level and earn red mercury essence. This essence can then be used to unlock nodes in the Impetus repository and enhance your abilities. As your strength grows, the red mercury cost for each subsequent refinement will increase. Thank you, Red Refinery of Mercury. Refine red mercury. Teleport. Choose teleport while at a shrine to teleport to any previously visited shrine. Teleporting will repopulate the map and fully restore your health. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a bonfire from Dark Souls. Alright, if a character's grayscale portrait appears to be in the teleportation list, it means that you have yet to complete their quest in that area. The portrait will disappear once their quests are complete. Okay, so let's do Impetus Repository. You may access the Impetus Repository from shrines. There you can spend red mercury essence to unlock nodes, thus gaining a new effect or discipline skill. Press reset points to reset the entire Impetus Repository. Awesome. Absolutely amazing. Alright. Unlocking the Impetus this I don't like. Yeah, don't. If you have the room, they have the room above this. If you can at all opportunity, do not have scrolling like titles. Or just say unlock Impetus Repo or Impetus Repository. Unlocking Impetus Repository. Right? If you took out the word the, would it all fit? Impetus Reposit. Yeah, I think if you took out the word the, maybe even scaled your... Yeah. Man, I'm just... Quality control. I will work for you. I can make your games better. I can. I can do it. I can help. Teleport, enter the dream. Alright, is this the fight I was supposed to have? That I failed at miserably? Wait, what just happened? I don't know what happened. Look at her red eyes, and she has what looks like a bullet in her chest. Are you staring at me? Oh my gosh, she's breaking the fourth wall, everyone. Did you see that? She broke the fourth wall. Wait for it. Wait for it. She knows we're looking at her. Her demonic eyes are in your soul. I'm waiting for her to flip us off or say something in Chinese or English or anything. Do a psh, like into the camera. That would be epic. Alright, Moss, I will lurk on you because Bear and I are addicted to the fishing game. Moss, we're lurking because there's fish to catch. Can't stop grinding the fish. Well, enjoy your fishing. I'm going to go ahead and end stream here. I do enjoy what the game possibly has to offer. It's another Dark Souls game. That's pretty much what it is. Skinned with this lovely lady and the feathers the feather system. I'd be interested to see how that changes because there's these feathers on her left arm that I guess may grow over time. So I'd like to see how that mechanic grows and kind of expands into some epic, amazing combat style, or maybe she just visually becomes this grand mutation, or I don't know, amalgamation is probably not the right word, abomination, and then just starts kicking everything's ass, slicing and dicing. But yeah, this is Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, released today on Game Pass. Wanted to try it out. I know Eldon is thinking of playing it this October. He's putting some stuff on hold until then. Yeah, it's okay to begin with. And again, this is very early. I'm maybe an hour into gameplay, an hour of yapping, an hour within that hour, another bit of meandering. So, yeah, I will return to this one. I will give this one some more time. I don't know if I'll finish it because I really need to get over and play a ton of Demon Souls, do all the Dark Souls, do Sekiro, do Bloodborne, do Elden Ring. Like, there's so many that I'm backlogged on, plus all the Hoyoverse games, plus my desire to continuously play Cyberpunk 2077 until the day I die. I need to get into Donkey Kong Bonanza as well and play some more of that. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate your time. Eldon, Erotic Stud Muffin, Bear, sorry I didn't see when you dropped in because chat wasn't live. I'll try to be better, but I probably won't be better. I'll just be mediocre. Alright. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you later today. I'll probably go stream another game here within the hour. So, thank you.